So today, when we're done, you should be able to analyze a relation and a function. And what that means is you should be able to look at a relation and determine if it's a function, determine its domain, determine its range, determine if it's an one-to-one, an onto, or both, or if it's not a function. Okay, so, and the other thing is use equations of relations and functions. So we're going to use input values to find output values. So we're going to need to recall that a function is a relation in which each element of the domain is paired with exactly one element in the range. So a function is a relation. So all functions are relations. It's not the other way around, but all functions are relations. And that you have each element of the domain has exactly one element in the range. So the domain has one element in the range. So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to move it up a little bit. Okay, so we have the domain. Anybody remember what the domain is?
It's the y value.
It is the x coordinate. You tried, and I appreciate that. I always like everyone that tries. It's the x coordinate of an ordered pair, or it's the x coordinate. It is also called what we call the input value. It is what we input into an equation or an expression before we get an output. So the domain is always our input value. We're going to input a value into an expression, and we're going to get a value out. The range, if the domain is the x coordinate, what is the range?
Y coordinate.
Is the y coordinate. So the domain is what we input. What do you think the range is?
Output.
It is the output value. So at the end, the last couple examples we're going to do is we're going to have an input value and we're going to get an output value. The first things that we're going to talk about are the x coordinate and the y coordinate.